Okay, it's recorded. So, you wanted to do what? Let me swap you over to a map.
What kind of clothes am I wearing? Am I wearing a cloak?
Well, it depends what you have in your inventory.
Doesn't even say I've got clothes on.
Then you sort of just wearing standard. You can sort of just describe what you're wearing.
Would a cloak count?
Yeah, that's not really anything special.
Perfect.
Why?
Okay, so I want to walk to the remnants camp with with my cloak on and my hood up.
Okay, it's sort of midday now as you can approach through the town. There isn't really any particular border to where the camp starts, but you can see it in the distance. They seem to be seems quite quiet.
I continue into the camp.
Okay. As you go in, no one really seems to be paying much heed to you, but then again, no one is really out. It seems like whatever they're doing, they're not really staying around the main camp area.
Are there any like people that I can just see that look like they're on their own?
Yeah, there's just a couple people sort of sitting about chatting.
Can I walk up to one that's just like on their own, if there are any?
Okay, yeah, there's one sort of just sitting there, just poking a burning campfire. Hello?
Hello. I make sure not to show my face too much. Do you know where I could find your leader, the leader of the remnants?
Why?
I need to talk to him.
From what I understand, he only speaks to people he has appointments with.
And how would I make an appointment?
I advise you go to the barracks and maybe speak with his secretary.
Could you point me in that direction?
He points over to the over here.
Thank you very much, kind sir. I
Alright.
walk off and towards the barracks.
Okay. As you do and you approach the barracks, you can see what appears to be about like 20, maybe 25 people in formation training on the exterior of the barracks. Seems like they're going through the drills of like combat, sort of learning how to use their shields more effectively, like, practicing against each other.
Is there anyone important looking?
Yes, there is what you assume to be a centurion, or someone of some kind of authority. He's sort of pacing back and forward. He's got his hands behind his back, sort of looking over the groups as they duel.
Sir/Guido connected to the server.
I never actually wrote down my father's name. Zacchaeus. That's it, right? Yeah. Cool. I walk up to the centurion. My good sir, may I ask who your loyalties lie to?
Grand Master, of course. What do you ask?
Grandmaster Zacchaeus.
Of course.
And why do you follow the Grandmaster, may I ask?
Why are you interrogating me?
I'm
I
not
ask?
interrogating you. It's just a question I have.
Are you a part of our organization? I do not recognize you.
Well,
I cannot exactly see your face.
you could call me a part. I take off my hood and say,
Did you see a smile creep across his face? didn't know you would come round here.
No, not since my father decided to exile me for no good reason.
Well,
But
it's not my place to give an opinion on that matter.
I have come here looking for men willing to come to the new world with me. Men that
The new
truly
world?
follow, well, the old world, one would say. Return back to reclaim lands that are rightfully ours, both Vilsea and Dragonhold.
You should speak to your father about that.
I have a feeling he would not be very happy to see me.
Probably not, no. So,
Which is very unfortunate.
so why do you speak with me?
Well, I am looking for people that would like to come with me. People that know what happened to me was wrong and unfair. And he is simply mourning the loss of his wife and his country.
Are you attempting to have me act against the Grandmaster?
No, of course not. I'm going to also speak to him.
So
Which
I would advise you do that first.
Well, I will go speak to him then. I walk into the barracks.
Okay. As you walk through, hood down.
Yeah, hood down. I put my hood. No, I put my hood back up before I walk in.
Okay. As you walk through, you get some like odd looks from the soldiers as they train, but they sort of go back to the business, and you can enter into the building. Move you. Oh, I don't remember Zacchaeus' voice. I need to figure out if they can make a list for everyone's voices.
So we'll just take a little file, an audio recording.
Yeah. So, yes, you can walk through. You can see, standing outside, like the main entranceway to his building, there's two men on either side of the doorway.
So where are the men again?
Here and here.
The map doesn't seem to have fully loaded. Oh no, I think it's working now. I start to walk through.
Who are you? What do you want in here?
I wish to speak to Zacchaeus Dragonstar, the Grand Master.
Not anyone can just go and speak with him. Do you have an appointment?
Not of yet, but I'm sure Zacchaeus would want to speak with me. Well, hear what I want to say, anyhow.
Why would you?
At this point, I take down my hood. Do you recognise me?
Yes.
Yes, I've come to undo what was wrongfully done for me all those so many years ago. And I would wish to speak to my father.
Okay. And then he turns around and raps on the door 3 times. I just realised I did that 4 times.
Hang on. Before you do anything else.
Mm-hmm.
Can I make another rap noise appear using prestidigitation?
Like on the door?
Yeah.
Sure. The guard looks quite confused for a moment, and then the door opens. You don't need to knock that many times. Someone, the person on the other side of the door says. Then as it opens up further, you can see sort of a youngish man standing on the other side. So, do you have an appointment, sir?
No, but I wish to speak with my father.
Your father?
Yes, Zacchaeus Dragonstar, Grand Master of the Remnants and the Order.
The young man sort of looks to the man standing on the door. Standing, as he looks over. The young man steps aside and lets you through. So, as you go in, you can just see this. You don't see anyone. There doesn't seem to be anyone there. The young man's just sort of just closes the door behind you. So, if you wouldn't mind waiting in the Grandmaster's office, I'll let him know you're here.
Of course.
And
Is the fire on in the office?
yes. You can drag your token in, by the way.
Oh yeah. The map's been really weird to me. I can't actually move my token using the map. It's being really weird.
That's odd.
Oh, no, there we go. Where's his actual office?
This.
The fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So as about a minute passes, you can hear some like whispering coming from roughly this direction. And then you hear footsteps. And coming round the corner. Where is he? You see your father. He looks a little bit older, a little bit more weary since you last seen him.
Hello, father. I assume you were not expecting to see me ever again, one might say.
I'm surprised it's taken this long.
Well, I thought now would be a good time to see you, as as you are kicking me and my companions off the island in 2 days.
That's a bit of a hyperbolic way to say it.
Well, as I have recently become an adult, I've decided that it was not fair what you did to me although so many years ago. Well, not that many years ago, but when you kicked me out of the remnants and disowned me as your own child. Do you have anything to say to your own son?
No. I admit, it was unfair.
Then why did you do it?
Life is unfair. It's unfair that we're here at all.
Yes, but you are sitting comfortably commanding a small army, are you not? Well, you threw me away to be badly looked after by the Viceroy.
Has he treated you badly?
Well, not badly, but I would much rather have been raised by my own father in the remnants.
So, have you came here for a reason, or just to
Well, you know, as I
Very
am your only child, and you are getting old, are you not, father?
Am I?
Well, you're certainly a lot older than I am.
That is true.
One,
And wiser.
well, one day you will die, whether it be natural causes or through in battle, as you would probably wish. But I am your sole heir, am I not?
That is true.
Which would make me the next leader of the remnants.
No.
Well, since this is interesting times, and the remnants were, hang on, they were originally formed by the Dragonstar family, were they not?
That is true. You have...
And they are still run by the Dragonstar family.
No.
You are a Dragonstar father. You cannot deny it.
I do not deny that, but I do not... But I don't believe that it is necessary for a Dragonstar to run the Order. For hundreds of years, it was run by a non-Dragonstar. Dragonstars.
And that was when it all fell apart. But either way, I've come here wishing to bring some soldiers of the remnants. I wish to rally people that will follow me into the old world to reclaim what is rightfully ours. To re-establish the Order in its former glory. And Dragonhold.
I believe your friends came to me with a similar request.
Yes, but you did not know that I was with them. And I'm sure some people from here would definitely follow me, considering my origins being your son.
That is true. I cannot deny that. If even though I may wish it not to be.
I only wish for your blessing.
What is your plan?
Well, we already have a boat, and we just require more men. I plan to start insurgencies all over the mainland, and to slowly rebel against the Kerns, and then eventually re-establish the Order and Dragonhold in its former glories.
It is a very noble goal. But what is your plan? That may be a goal, but so far you have not told me what you actually intend to do once you leave my office.
Once I do to leave your office, well, assuming that I receive your blessing, I would rally men from the remnants to come with me on a ship and my companions. We would then sail across the sea and land, hopefully, on the coast of Vilsea, away from the capital, and then we would set up a base there and slowly start an insurgency against the Kerns, recruiting people to our cause as we go, until we have spread across the entire continent, and then we will rise up against the Kerns and take them down.
Very noble. So, you expect to just land and that the people of Vilsea will just be up in arms to assist you?
Well, not straight away, of course. It will take a lot of persuasion and time. But eventually, they will realise what is right. To turn against the three pillars. The corruption that it is.
If you are to do this, there must be no chance of your failure. I'm sure you're aware of the prophecy.
The prophecy?
The prophecy.
I do not remember you telling me of this, Father.
I'm surprised. I thought I had told you it before. The people of Shenzhou left a prophecy to the mighty Sabinius. Praise be his name.
Oh yes, I've heard of it, but I don't remember the exact details.
The world will be under a shadow of dragons with a shadow of a dragon with wings of the elements, and on that dragon shall be the sons of Sabinius, the god of mercy, and he shall bring justice to the world. You are aware if you go off on this little adventure, you will put at risk the prophecy.
Prophecies will happen no matter what. That's how a prophecy works. And what actions we take are made by the prophecies to happen. So, if I plan to go there, it must be because the prophecy wills it.
I have always wanted to follow this prophecy, even if it may not have been made by friends of the Order. If anything, it was more of a sign of its truthfulness that they were willing to give it. If you are to do this, I would give you my blessing, as you have been willing to speak with me on terms one-to-one. Unlike your friends, who were not exactly the brightest. Have they told you what they have offered me?
No, they always avoided the actual question whenever I asked. They just said they made a deal with you and they never told me the details.
They offered me dominion over all the lands of the world.
Well, they are slightly stupid, as I must say.
Yes, I believed it was only a matter of time before you came to me.
Yes, you cannot expect that to actually be true.
I did not, but I felt I may as well play along with them, let them dig themselves a hole.
Yes, of course.
I would be willing to assist you in your efforts if you leave and do not cause any more issues.
Of course.
And if you follow the prophecy.
To my best extent, I will try to follow the prophecy, whether it drives me to the grave or not.
Thank you. You are truly the wings of the elements, of fire and ice, of fire and water, and the salt of the sea. I just have to hope that that is the correct interpretation.
So do I.
I can provide you with a small force of men. From what I have been told about your boat, it cannot take many. I can probably provide about 5 men, to which you will not be overstocked.
Could you make them your best fighters? As I'm sure you know, you've already got pretty much dominion over this island, and I'm sure they would wish to actually fight for a good cause.
There are 5 nameless that still stand. I can provide you with 2. I can provide the rest with the other higher ranking members. That would not still cripple our organization.
Make it to 3 and we have a deal. Also, that centurion outside, he seems like a good fellow. Is he a good fighter?
He is passable,
Ah,
but Most of our men are passable. Most of our experience was lost in the siege.
I'm not surprised. I still remember that day. It haunts me.
So it haunts me as well. So just looks away into the fire for a moment. 3 nameless. That centurion. And another one of the order. They may accompany you.
All fully equipped, I expect.
With what we can scavenge, it will not be the highest quality of equipment. Even I am not able to wear the highest quality of equipment that I once did, but...
Well, you can see what I'm wearing. It's not exactly any type of armour, unfortunately.
I think at least that can change. And he gets up. Do you wish to follow me?
Yes, of course. I'd follow him.
And he walks along. I believe you should go down there. You may enjoy it.
I open the chest.
It's a trapdoor.
Oh, it's a trapdoor.
Oh.
I open it.
Okay. It seems like it doesn't actually go down like through a ladder. It's sort of just an indent in the floor, and underneath it there is what looks like a suit of order armor with the insignia of like a dragon emblazed upon it, which would nominate it as some of the first order armor, as it still has the dragon hold like insignia emblazed.
This is from the days of the glory of
Sabinius.
Dragonhold and Sabinius.
Yes. It is not his armor as much as I wish it was, but it is from one of the first nameless. I cannot wear it as I am named, but if you would be willing to accept the role.
The role of what?
The ambassador to the rest of the world for the order.
I would, Father.
You would have to take the oath if you would be willing.
What exactly is within the oath?
It is an oath that you would swear to establish your loyalty to the order. It is the thing that all nameless must say if you wish to become one and wear that armor.
I would.
Repeat after me. Never be cruel.
Never be cruel.
Never be cowardly.
Never be cowardly.
Remember, hate is always foolish and love is always wise.
Remember, hate is always foolish and love is always wise.
Always try to be nice, but never fail to be kind.
Always try to be nice, but never fail to be kind.
Always remember the goal.
Always remember the goal.
Sabinius shall rise again,
Sabinius shall rise again,
whether or not it takes my life to do so.
whether or not it takes my life to do so.
And he nods. You may
I
don
nod.
the armor.
I put on the armor.
Technically, you don't have a
Yes,
name anymore, but I say a minor exception can be made. If anyone asks, say I have granted you the name of Nova.
Of course.
So, if you wish to do anything else, say, but I need to return to my duties.
Thank you very much. I'm glad that we could finally speak after so many years.
I did not send you away out of anger.
What was it then?
Fear,
Of what?
losing you. I failed to protect your mother. I have failed to protect the Order. I have failed to protect the protectorates of the Order. I hope that you do not do the same.
I will lay down my life on it. And I swear to try my hardest to re-establish the Order in its former glory.
Thank you.
Thank you, Father.
May Sabinius rise.
May Sabinius rise again.
He turns. And walks off. Room. And closes the door.